but
I mean,
countries won't import to Cuba because the U.S. will sanction them, right? So that's why Cuba's so poor, because they have an economic stranglehold on them because of the soft power of the U.S.
so awful.
Yeah. During COVID, they couldn't even get fucking syringes because the fucking U.S. government had all their medical fucking supplies sanctioned. So nobody could trade with them. They can't get loans from international banks. So
I do not want to hear anything about the banks, because my banks locally have us in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Like getting US to like.
You're in Trinidad. Like what's Trinidad's relationship with Venezuela? Because I know Venezuela's like a fucking constantly being targeted by the US.
Right now we're basically having guns pointed at each other.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are in the pocket of the West, and the Venezuela's
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, because America just downed another ship a couple days ago. It's the second one now.
Yeah, and they're claiming they're drug boats, but they're fucking not providing any evidence, so you know it's bullshit.
No. They are drug boats.
I highly doubt it. I'd like to see. Let's put it this way: the U.S. has like openly admitted they've been trying to overthrow Venezuela's government for fucking years, decades now, because they want their oil. Venezuela has more oil than fucking Saudi Arabia. They openly admitted they want their oil.
Before I say anything else, are you recording?
I am recording.
Okay, I will not say anything.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good.
But just
and even if let's put it this way: even if they are drug boats, that does not give the U.S. like legal right to be fucking murdering people without like, extrajudicially like that. Like that is illegal under international law. You cannot just do that.
So that's the thing. They just had the Supreme Court have a fight and said that Trump basically has two things: he can use wartime powers in the open waters, but that's only if you're at war with somebody or they're an imminent threat to the U.S., which none of these guys are. He doesn't have a right.
Yeah, they'll just designate them a terrorist group, and then the U.S. can just carte blanche fucking do whatever they want, like they do everywhere in the world. Like it's just the same. Yeah,
but even if they're definitely a terrorist group, that still doesn't give them the right to just go in and just start murdering people in open water. That's the point, right?
Not under international law, but under the U.S.'s own, legal fucking framework, if you could even call it that. That's how they will justify it.
But that's the point. They're not in the U.S. They're in international waters.
I know, but like the U.S. does illegal shit all over the world, and they get away with it. But I'm just saying that the legal jargon that they use. Oh, they're state backers of terrorism. They're trying to say Maduro is a fucking narco king, and it's like it's such horseshit. It's complete horseshit. It's the same propaganda that we've been fed since the fucking since Batista for a long time.
Was actually a cab driver before he became.
Yeah, he was a fucking poor working class man, and they voted him in because he was gonna fucking feed and take care of his people and nationalize the oil so that he could fucking lift everybody out of poverty. And whenever any country does that, the U.S. automatically targets them because they want their Western corporations to have control over the oil and the resources in those countries. And when a country stands up and says no to that, they launch war on them, economic and otherwise.
Dude, so I know ExxonMobil is in there right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they want access to all of that oil.
Dude, look what they did to Canada. We had that U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement that Trump himself signed. And then went, nope, I don't like that anymore. Tariffs on you guys. Like, dude, we just made a contract between countries that you fucking signed, and now you tore it up because you don't like the deal you got.
Yeah, they've done. That's not the first time they've done that. Yeah, they've done that. Yeah. They do that all the time. They cannot be trusted. They are They are the world's biggest fucking terrorist state. Is the U.S.
No, but now everybody knows, right? Yeah, everybody's leaving. All the trade, everyone's leaving. You saw how that Hyundai plant got fucking raided in America and they deported all those people?
Yeah. Yep.
Hyundai is backing out now. They're taking all their fucking plants out of America. They said America cannot be trusted. This is not how we deal. This is not how we negotiate. America just lost billions in investments and shit from Hyundai.
Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised.
One of the guys who were from there is actually I'm friends with one of them.
Oh,
and it is bad. Like the news saying it's bad doesn't even get close to the level of shit that's happening right now.
I'm not surprised.
Like, they're treating these people like terrorists, fucking handcuffing them and hooding them and shit, and deporting them. Like, man, these people are just working there. They're literally working there. like fucking calm down, bro. These aren't gun crazing terrorist people blowing up shit.
Apart from that, right? The US that's one of the EV plants.
Yeah.
Right? So all the electronic stuff, all the assembly stuff, everything is coming from China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Everything is coming from their flow over here. Right? And they are the ones who are specialized in that field. And they are the ones who are being sent out to set those stuff up. Right?
That's where you are, right here?
Yeah, over here.
Okay, I see you.
So there's only, as far as I know from what he told me, there's about 300 of them in total who can operate that machinery. And right now they are spread thin.
Oh yeah.
Well, did you see Trump's statement? What he said about the training people? Did you read that?
No, I didn't.
He said investments like this in our country should only be to bring your plant over here and then to train us. And then within a year or so, we will phase you out of your own plant and install our own employees. And they're like, no, that's not how this works.
Well,
Trump's whole idea was to bring it over, and then the Americans are going to take over the plant. That's not how this works.
So that's something, if I was there, I would do, but I would not come outright and say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what he should be doing is the problem is over the last several decades, the U.S. has been hollowing out their own fucking industrial base because it was making the capitalist class richer.
Exactly.
And now that now that they need to have their own industrial base, they don't have it. And now they're reliant on countries like China and Japan and South Korea for all of their stuff, because the fat cats have been getting rich off of taking American jobs and shipping them overseas, right? And now they want to scapegoat the immigrants for what they have done to their own fucking economy. And it's just sad to see so many people buying into it. The immigrants are like, I don't blame the immigrants. Like, I don't agree with importing immigrants just to fucking use them for cheap labor. I don't think that's right, but that's what they're doing. Having said that, it's not the fault of the immigrants. If I was living in a fucking poor country, and I could go move to America and make fucking $8 an hour on a fucking farm, so I could send 4 of it to my family, I would do that. Like, it's not the fault of the immigrants. It's the fault of the U.S. capitalist class that has hollowed out their own fucking economy to make themselves richer at the expense of the working class.
Not only that too, right? So how we look at it, right, is like there's value for your money, right?
Yep.
You can get a rotisserie chicken for like what, $5 Philip?
No.
Not
here, bro. Canada is a fucking nightmare. Everything is so inflated.
Oh
like,
no,
it's
both of you okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A rotisserie chicken here is like $10.
Depending on where you go. If you go to Zares, it's like fucking 14.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
but even so, right? From my perspective, where I live, that's still reasonable, right?
Depending on it all depends on what you make and the cost of what everything else is there. Like here, if you want like a basic shitty small little house, you're paying like 800,000. Like it's ridiculous.
The housing market right there is other shit.
Renting is like 2,000 a month
reasonable.
plus.
No way, man. The States is way cheaper. States, you can get a chicken for $14.99. Why the fuck are we paying? Here, I'll give you a perfect example.
The States
when
is
you
way
go to
cheaper
Costco
than us. Yeah.
and you buy I think it's raspberries or strawberries. I can't remember which one. Okay, from the States, imported is $4.99 for a pack of 1 kilogram strawberries. Okay, Canadian. We live in fucking Canada, not imported. Canadian strawberries are $15.99. Why is it 3 times the fucking price?
Yeah.
How is it cheaper for America to import it with a truck here, 3 times cheaper than our own?
I will never understand that economics.
Right?
Probably because they're fucking using slave labor to fucking harvest their strawberries.
Well,
that's my guess, but yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Look, Cass, like, you are right about this, because this is the same thing I was trying to explain to my mom. My mom was all about Trump and thinking that Trump was going to bring the jobs back because he was going to switch. But what everybody doesn't understand is all these major corporations, they buy from China and everything else because it was cheaper, because they want to make more money. They don't want to invest in their own country because it's cheaper to haul it over from over there and then use it.
Right.
So these people don't want to give that up because then that's profit out of their own pockets. They don't give a shit about me and you. They care about profits, and it's cheaper to buy from China than it is to buy from your own country.
Yeah. And Trump,
you know what I found?
Trump is part of that political class. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But now it's a problem because now their people can't afford wages and living because everything is so expensive because Trump wants to bring it back home. Okay, well then get prepared to pay 3 times the fucking price.
Yeah.
And now nobody can afford it. Now they're like, shit, what do we do? Exactly. You guys did this to yourselves. The whole capitalist, you guys fucked it up yourselves. You did it.
If they wanted to do something about the homelessness and the poverty, the U.S. spends over $1 trillion with the T. Think about how much $1 billion is, and now multiply that by 999 times, right? Like they're $1 trillion on their war budget, over $1 trillion. If you the Pentagon, like the Department of Defense alone, is close to $1 trillion, and if you put in like the 18 different intelligence agencies that they have and all their fucking dark money, like you're probably looking at 1.5 trillion a year. Just on fucking war, bullying other countries. If they could cut that in half, and they could easily alleviate all the fucking poverty in their country. There would be no more homelessness. Groceries would be fucking cheap. They could nationalize the fucking grocery stores if they wanted to, and fucking regulate the pricing. But that's socialism. That's the bad word. You're not allowed to do that, right? So it'll take money out of the pockets of the ultra rich, and because the fucking people who get elected are the ultra rich, they're going to legislate on behalf of the ultra rich, and they're going to keep conning the working class into believing they're going to do something for them, and the working class just keeps falling for it over and over and over again because there's no class consciousness anymore in our fucking country or the U.S. because we are so heavily propagandized. It is so bad.
Dude, look like I mean, I can use myself as an example, right? Jobs here are so difficult to find, right? Having an 8 to 4, right? That's like, it's slave labor. It is slave labor, and I will be honest with you, the Venezuelans made it very difficult for us, right? Because they are like accepting, if they work an entire day, they'll accept like $150. Right?
Yeah.
You're working for $150, and we at minimum are working like at $250, $300, right? And you're just making things bad for us. We can't put food on our table.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but like, look at the other example. Look what's happening to Cuba. I remember when I go to trips to Cuba, for example, I got talking to these people once, and I asked them, like, how do you guys work? What's your regular schedule? 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like the tour guide people and the people that work on the resorts, they are 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. What the fuck kind of life is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the resorts provide food for them. They might provide a room for them to stay, but that's pushing it.
So that's just it, because places like Venezuela, they can afford they can afford to have people fucking making $100 a day or whatever, $100 a week because the government will step in and provide food and housing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how they can get away with that, and even that they struggle to do because their economy is under constant attack from the fucking West.
Yeah.
So so now countries like Trinidad and Venezuela are having to compete. Their labor markets are having to compete with each other, and that's why you guys are getting fucked over.
Yeah.
Right?
If they lift the sanctions, everything will be fine there.
Exactly.
Because like when I was there, so I went earlier this year. I went to Margarita. That's a small little island just off the coast of Venezuela. Like, slumful. So like stuff there is like it's expensive, but if you look at the quality of stuff that they have there, like the maintenance, like building wise, clothes, food, vehicles, whatnot, like all those things that need maintenance, they are being kept very well, you know. And I personally think that if they take the restrictions off of them, then you will see them thrive, and they will be able to reach a state that the states, Canada, UK, they can reach that stage.
Of course.
They can reach that stage, and if they are allowed to reach that stage, things will be so much better for them.
Yeah. But the capitalists, they do not want to see socialism work ever. They do not want. They don't want. This is why they still sanction Cuba, even though the Cuban Missile Crisis has fucking been over for what, 40, 50 years. They're still sanctioning the fucking life out of them because they're a socialist country. They do not want to let anyone see a socialist country thrive, because then that calls into question the capitalist model. And that's been the U.S. and the CIA and the fucking Pentagon's doctrine since after World War II. They've been flying around the fucking world, stamping out socialist countries wherever they could find them, funding right-wing extremist terrorist groups to fucking overthrow democratically elected governments, to fucking take out socialist regimes. And they've been doing it for decades and decades and decades. It's the oldest trick in the book, and that's why these countries are still poor. Because the capitalist class wants to maintain their hegemony, and it's just how it is. Yeah, it's sad. It's fucking really sad, because you could see Cuba thriving.
They're starting to do it to us. So our banks, right? Our credit cards, right? We have a USD limit now on it, right? We can only spend I think it's like about 1,500 US on our credit cards now.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Right. If I am going for a vacation and I need US and I go to the bank with my ticket, they are only giving you at a maximum 200 US.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And you can only go once.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's like there's so many countries that are just constantly getting fucked, and you feel so bad. Like Cuba's power problem, they cannot get the parts to power their power plants.
Yeah.
Because
sanctions.
The embargo that's on them won't allow people to trade the parts in order for them to fix their own generators.
Yep. Yeah.
Why they can't just build new ones and new? Well, I guess they're not allowed to, because there's patents, right?
Exactly. You can't. They can't even get a loan from the bank to set up a production facility to make the shit. So like they're just being hammered left, right, and center. We're over here, Flo.
Oh, and speaking of banks, right? To tell you how bad it is here right now, right? The bank tellers, actually not even the bank tellers, whoever it is in the bank, they are always connected to somebody. So the minute you leave the bank now with more than $6,000 on you, cash on you, you're instantly getting robbed.
Oh yeah. Yep. Inequality and poverty breeds crime. It's gonna happen.
This hill hasn't respawned.
No,
not yet, but we still got a decent amount of nodes here.
Might want to pack that up.
Yeah, how about